Riding a motorcycle it's easier to go to traffic. You're outside in the wind, and that gives you a feeling of freedom. It became more aggressive. There became a point that my life was on the line. That is the time that I started wondering, is it worth it? Is it worth to lose my life over this? I became a member of the motorcycle club when I was 27. The main thing to do was to have fun and enjoy your life as much as you can. We traveled all over Europe to visit each other, and then we would go there and have heavy parties, mostly drink a lot of alcohol. First it was just about riding a motorcycle, and that's really nice. It's a very expensive lifestyle, and you need to get money somewhere, so we did criminal things in our lives. I stayed a member of the motorcycle club till I was 39 years old. There were motorcycle wars between different motorcycle clubs, and it required for us to start carrying hand weapons and guns. I was starting to think more and more. I'm wearing this handgun in the back of my trousers. Can I rely on the ones who are beside me? Because if worse comes to worse, are they going to stay with me or are they going to run away? I was starting to feel alone because I could not trust anybody in the club. Started to think, there is only one solution. You have to stop, you have to back out. And that's what I did. The moment I left the motorcycle club, I started to feel alone. I had moments that I didn't know what to do with myself. At that point, I started drinking more and more alcohol, and then I thought I was missing something in my life. For me, it was difficult to believe in God because I did not know how.
Ang Panginoong Diyos, mayroong magandang plano sa kanyang mga hinirang. Ang sabi niya sa kanyang mga hinirang, alam ko anya ang aking mga plano na taglay ko para sa inyo. Sa makatwid, walang hinirang ng ating Panginoong Diyos na dapat na maging depressed sa kanilang buhay. Sapagkat maganda ang plano ng ating Panginoong Diyos sa atin bilang mga hinirang niya. Ang mga plano ng ating Panginoong Diyos ay para sa kabutihan ng kanyang mga lingkod, ng kanyang mga tunay na hinirang. Kung dumarating man sa buhay natin yung kahirapan, yung mga suliranin, iba't ibang uri ng kapighatian dito sa buhay na ito, ang sabi ng Biblia, huwag kayong magkonklusyon kaagad na walaan niyang ginagawa sino? Ang Diyos. Sa makatwid, hindi tayo pababayaan ng ating Panginoong Diyos pagka tayo hinirang niya. Kaya, ang isang tunay na lingkod ng Diyos, hindi dapat mawalan ng pag-asa. Ang isang tunay na lingkod ng Diyos, hindi dapat sumuko o kaya ay isuko ang kanyang pananampalataya. Dapat lalo niyang pagyamanin ang kanyang kahalalan na tinanggap mula sa ating Panginoong Diyos.
I had a lot of money at that time, so I started to travel and see lots of places in Europe, and then later on like United States and Asia. I decided to travel to Hong Kong to visit that city. I walked into a restaurant to have something to eat, and that is where I met Sister Marjorie. She asked me, if I was religious, and I had to tell her, no, I'm not religious. When I was in the Catholic Church, when I go to a service, the priest is preaching his own words, things that he is saying, they are not in the Bible. That is also why I didn't want to go to church anymore. Even though I'm not religious, I still believed in God. And that made me think, why not? Why is it not possible for me to also have a religion? Sister Marjorie started to tell me more about her religion, about the Church of Christ. Sister Marjorie told me to go to the worship service in the local of Dordrecht. At that time, there were about 3 or 4 ministers in Europe. The minister reading from the Bible and explaining to me the words of God from the Bible, that's really different to what the Catholics are doing. There was a point that I thought, this is getting interesting, this is getting, I want to know more. I could ask questions, why is this and why are you saying that? And he explained to me why. It became more clear. The teachings in the Church of Christ, they are coming from the Bible, not from the minister. At that moment, I truly found what I was looking for. That is why I decided to go on, to join as a member in the Church of Christ. On the day that I was baptized, I think that's the most beautiful day in my life. When I submerged in the water, it's like my life started again. I was something that I was missing for all my life. And that is the true religion, a member of the Church of Christ.
Naiintindihan ba natin yung sinabi ni Apostol Pablong yun? Ang sabi niya, walang pagsubok na darating anya sa inyo na hihigit pa sa dinanas ng iba. Sa makatwid, ang sinusubok, dumadaan sa pagsubok, hindi lang tayo, maging yung iba. At kung matindi man yung ating nasagupang pagsubok, hindi pa hihigit yun doon sa dinanas ng iba. Kaya ang unang-unang dapat nating isipin, hindi tayo dapat magtaka kung tayo ay dumadaan sa pagsubok. Talagang natural yun. Talagang dadaan tayo sa pagsubok. Pagka tayo dumadating sa mga pagsubok, ang sabi ng Biblia, dapat nating tandaan, hindi ka pababayaan ng Diyos. Kaya alam nyo, pagka dumadaan tayo sa pagsubok, dapat ipinagpapasalamat natin sa Diyos yun. Sapagkat doon gusto niyang mahayag yung kanyang plano sa atin. Para nang sa ganun, tayo, pagka mataas na ang uri ng ating pananampalataya, karapat dapat tayo doon sa kanyang ibibigay sa ating gantimpala pagdating ng araw ng paghukom. Kaya kung merong pagsubok, una, tandaan natin, hindi tayo pababayaan ng Diyos. Bibigyan niya tayo ng kalakasang kailangan natin para malampasan ang lahat ng yun. Hindi siya mawawala sa tabi natin pagka tayo ay dumadaan sa mga pagsubok. Niloloob niya yan para tayo mismo mapatunayan natin sa ating sarili. Karapat dapat tayo na tayo ay makarating doon sa hangganan. Tunay tayong Iglesia ni Cristo sapagkat mataas ang uri ng ating pananampalataya.
When I was baptized, I felt that I had to do more than just go to church. So I started thinking about what could I do to help the church to grow and to have more people experience what I have.
We met in the local of Dordrecht, Kapieter and myself. Kapieter was also a brother converted in the church. I saw the eagerness in Kapieter.
Yeah, we started to become good friends. And I really admired him that he made that step to become a deacon.
He showed me that he was really eager to be a deacon inside the church.
It was required. They wanted me to shave, so I started shaving my beard. You cannot have a beard as a deacon. I said, okay, no problem, I'll shave my beard.
The week after, he came in worship service with his face shaved, and he said, now I'm ready to be a deacon.
The love for the brethren in me, it grew really quick. Yeah, they really took good care of me. When I became a deacon, yeah, I truly did my best to help and to give back what they give to me. I perform my duty for serving our Lord God and to help Him to help the brethren. I'm a technical engineer in a prison here in Rotterdam. Our government decided to close 29 prisons in the Netherlands. I was about to lose my job. I'm starting to panic because, yeah, I need a job. I have my family to support. That's my livelihood. I was 59 years old, so it's very difficult to find a new job. After hearing the bad news, I really longed to go to the worship service. Jobs were offered that would make me even earn more money, but it would interfere with the worship service, and that is something that I cannot do. Even though it paid more, it's not worth it to me. We have more money, but I cannot worship God. That's not for me. I would not feel complete if I miss a worship service. There are family members who say to me, why are you going 2 times a week to church? Yeah, because I want to listen to the words of God. But they say, it's wasted time. There is no time wasted when you're with God. Because when I listen to the words of God, it inspires me, it gives me strength.
Pagka tayo ay nasa pagsamba, yun ang pinakamagandang pagkakataon. Lumapit tayo sa Kanya para humingi ng tulong. Narinig niyo sabi ng Biblia, sa dako ng pagsamba, doon anya sa tahanan ng Diyos. Alin bang tahanan ng Diyos? Itong gusaling sambahan. Kaya nga ang sabi namin sa inyo kanina, walang Iglesia ni Cristo na dapat na nadidepress. Oo, talagang dito sa buhay na ito, merong kalungkutan, merong kapighatian, merong suliranin, merong pagsubok. Pero pagka ang Diyos nakasama natin sa ating buhay, pinatunay natin sa Diyos ang taas ng kalidad ng ating pananampalataya, hindi natin pinayagang tayo ay bumitiw sa ating paglilingkod sa Kanya, masasabi rin natin yung sinabi ng lingkod ng Diyos, kumalma ka na, huminahon ka na, sapagkat pasasaganain ka ng Panginoon sa lahat ng mga pagpapala. Alam na natin ngayon ang gagawin natin pagka mayroong pagsubok. Hindi tayo dapat sumuko, hindi tayo dapat mawala ng pag-asa, lalong hindi tayo dapat humiwalay. Dapat pakinabangan natin ang ating pagka-Iglesia ni Cristo. Sa paano pong paraan? Huwag tayong tumigil sa ating pagsamba, lalo nating isagawa ang ating pagsamba. At ang totoo, kahit hindi araw ng pagsamba, pwede kayong pumasok sa gusaling sambahan o saan mang dakong lugar na pinagsasambahan ninyo para nang sa ganun lumapit sa ating Panginoong Diyos at humingi ng tulong at tutulungan niya tayo sapagkat yun ang kanyang pangako sa kanyang mga hinirang.
When they closed down the 29 prisons, 2 days later we had a worship service that was taught us that always pray to God. That's our tool, and that is what I used to overcome this difficult period. Me and my family, we always have devotional prayers every night to ask for the things that we need in our lives. Suddenly, out of nothing, there came a job offer in a prison here in Rotterdam. The same job I was doing in the prison in Breda. So they talked to me, and without further asking me things, they hired me. In my eyes, getting a new job was a miracle to me. When I prayed in the Catholic Church, no, I did not feel anything. There's a big difference now. When I pray to God, I feel that my prayers are being heard. Now that I'm a member of the Church of Christ, whenever there is something wrong, I can call on our Father in heaven. When we received the news that the chapel that we are now rebuilding was bought, we were all so happy. Even though we had contractors who did most of the work, all the brethren are here since the beginning to help renovating this chapel in what it has become now. Before, when there were no chapels in the Netherlands, we rent a chapel. We are only there for 2 days a week. That's the reason why many brethren want their own chapel, because then every day we can go inside to worship our Father in heaven.
Nananawagan kami sa mga kabataan. Sana marinig ninyo ito, mga kapatid. Gusto namin kayo maligtas din sa araw ng paghukom. Maring napakasarap kasama natin ang ating mga kaibigan, yung ating mga kakilala. Pero kaya lang, nagtuturo sa atin ng mali, huwag tayong pumayag. Huwag tayong pumayag na tayo ay malayo sa ating Panginoong Diyos. Di bali nang malayo ka sa kaibigan mo, huwag lang sa Diyos malayo tayo. Kasi ano ang ating magiging kinabukasan? Paano matutupad yung plano ng Diyos sa ating buhay na napakaganda? Ang gusto ng Diyos, maging mabuti ang kinabukasan natin, maging mabuti ang ating pag-asa. Kaya ang sabi sa atin ng Biblia, dapat tayong tumigil sa paggawa ng mga pagkakasala. Kaya una, iwasan natin ang kasalanan. Huwag na tayong pumayag mahulog pa sa pagkakasala para huwag nang dumating yung parusa ng ating Panginoong Diyos sa atin. Gusto natin ng kapatawaran sa ating mga pagkakasala? Ang sabi sa atin ng ating Panginoong Diyos, kahit na ako magpadala pa ng salot sa mundong ito, pero sa panahong iyon, kung ang aking bayan na tinatawag anya sa aking pangalan magpapakumbaba, mananalangin anya, hahanapin anya ako, tatalikuran ang kanilang masamang landas, pakikinggan ko anya sila mula sa langit at patatawarin ang kanilang kasalanan at pagagalingin anya ang kanilang lupain.
What we can see in the youth who are not members of the Church of Christ, that they are losing their interest in worshiping God, are not interested in going to church. The proof that many are not believing in God anymore is that many churches are closing down. It's right contrary to the brethren and the youth in the Church of Christ. Inside the Church of Christ, you can see victory upon victory.
The Netherlands is a free country, so people of this world, when they have problems, they turn to their friends or they take their own advice, go with their own feeling. But when we have problems, members of the Church of Christ, we turn to God. We go to the worship service. Even if there's no worship service, we can still go to the chapel and pray to God.
And that's really true freedom, because in the time that I was a biker and that I was roaming around Europe and getting drunk and have parties, that might have felt like freedom, but it was not a freedom. My life changed around. It became much better. If I hadn't found a church, which I'm now a member of, I would have been as happy as I am now as a member of the church. I have so many brothers and sisters who are really there for me when I need them. That's truly a blessing. No, I didn't have that before. Our brother Eduardo Fimanalo is doing, traveling all over the world to visit the brethren. That's amazing. I traveled before a lot, and traveling is very tiring. I know that Eduardo has only one goal. He wants to strengthen the faith of all the brethren all over the world. It's a blessing from our Father in heaven. I believe that God is with the church. Otherwise, this church would not grow. This church is growing so fast that it's unbelievable. It only shows that we are the true religion. Pray to God in heaven. Thank you for giving us this beautiful chapel, for giving us this beautiful opportunity. I promise you to find more people in this part of the world, to fill up this chapel, to join us in our holy church.